Hey, I'm in my hotel room, and before I take off my clothes and get comfortable, I thought I would talk to you about business travel packing tips, right? So I'm on a business trip, and I already took a video, made a video about how I pack my art supplies, but I thought you might also enjoy how do I pack for a business trip and some of the tips I've learned along the way that have helped me and make me I guess efficient on my trips. So I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet, right? So my first tip, and you already know what I'm gonna say, is have a plan. But more than just a plan is I have developed, and I recommend the same for you, is to develop a business traveling checklist. And it don't have to be elaborate, but you're gonna use it every time. It saves so much mental power if you already got one. You just pull it out, right? And so my business travel checklist says the first thing I ask myself is how many days are you going, right? Because that determines how I pack. And I ask myself, how many days are you going? Where are you going? And then I look at my itinerary. So I get my background information. I gather that before I start packing. And then I say, identify which bags I'm going to take, right? And I know you're probably like, well, don't you want to pack first or pull out what you need and then, pack accordingly? No, I figure out what bags I'm taking because that kind of helps me in determining how much stuff I'm going to take, okay? So I figure out what bags I'm going to take. I figure out how many days I'm going on a trip. So for this trip, I am on a five-day business trip, and I have 3 destinations. I have 3 separate destinations and 3 important engagements. Why is that important? So the next thing on my little checklist states special engagements and special events. Why? Sometimes I go to conferences and there's an evening event, meaning I've got to dress up, so I need to know that. Sometimes I have a whole day I can just chill. Maybe that means I bring my swimming suit. So that's why it's important to start with a plan, right? For years, I would wait till the last minute to pack, and I would just throw stuff in my bag, and this was before they had the 50-pound rule, of course, and I would have so much stuff, and I'd end up not using half of it and couldn't find anything in the other half, and then I just would be frustrated, right? So through the years, I've learned how to make life less frustrating when I travel. And so now it's actually kind of easy, and I actually enjoy it. I look for opportunities to go on trips because I get peace of mind in the hotel room. And so then one of the things I ask myself is, do I have, am I going with the kids, or is it an opportunity for me to do something that I like art? And so I will pack my art stuff if necessary or if I can. So again, my checklist has basic kind of the framework that's going to guide how I pack the rest of my stuff, right? And so on this particular trip, I knew I'd be in my hotel room for 4 nights, and I'm not I don't know anybody. I don't know too many people on this trip. Actually, I don't think so I don't have any night plans. So if that's the case, that means I get to hang out in my room. I can if I want to, and I can create. And for me, that's enjoyable because I'm such a people person, and I'm always full engagement the rest of the time, that when I do have moments that I can retreat in my hotel room, it is so refreshing and energizing. But that's not what this topic is about. This is about how we pack. So again, so on my plan, so then I say, okay, I just have big bold lists on my checklist. So my big bold lists are work clothes, special event clothes, evening clothes, and by that I mean like downtime clothes, like jeans and stuff. I have exercise clothes, I have night clothes, I have underwear, I have workout underwear, because made that mistake a couple times too. You think, oh, I'll be gone 5 days, I'll pack 6 pair of underwear. Well, what about when so regular underwear and workout underwear, and so that would be my first thing. So you have these big buckets, and I have this master business travel checklist that has all these groupings on them, right? And then also on it, I have what I call I call my go bags, and I'm going to show you my go bags. But these go bags are in essence pre-packed bags that I don't touch, right? When I get home, I take them out of the luggage sometimes. Sometimes I just leave them in the luggage. But most of the time I take them out and I put them in a special section in my bathroom, so that way when it's time to travel, I can just pick them up and take them with me. And so my go bags are things like, I have a nail kit, and I have a, I like natural home remedies. So I have a bag that has like my essential oils in it. So it has tea tree oil, it has peppermint oil, it has lavender, it has cinnamon oil, it has some whole cloves. So that's if something happens and I want to try first one of my home remedies, I have that. Then I have a bag that has, let me just go ahead and get them so you can, I'm back. So first tip is have a plan and have this checklist that you're going to use all the time. My second tip is pack these go bags. And these go bags are little miniature bags of stuff that you're going to use every time you travel, and they're already put together. So let me get them. So my go bags are, I have a little hair bag, and I do have to change this from time to time depending on how my hair is. I mean, my hair is in a protective style, so I could take the little one. Normally I have this, my hair is out, and then I'll have this big, I'll have a big bag, one of these hanging things with my hair stuff. But I didn't need that. So I have this little one, and it has, just so in case you're curious, in it I have some hair ties, I have some stuff to make my hair shiny, I have some scalp oil, and I have some Maine butter. Okay, so that's what's in this little one. And you can get these little bags at like a Target or Walmart, even the dollar store. I get these, I think, at Walmart, sometimes Target. I just pick them up. And boom, this one is what I was telling you about, my natural remedies bag. And it has, again, peroxide and some natural oils. I guess you'd call this clothes care, right? Clothes care. So in here I have things like Febreze, I have like a Downy Wrinkler, I have a Tide for stains, I have a Lysol, I have this little, oh my gosh, this is the best. I have this little sewing kit, and you can get these sewing kits at like Joann's or Michael's or even Walmart, but they're the best. That is a must. Okay. I have this little bag of my women products, and you don't need to see what they are, but you get it real quick. Yep, you got it. And I just will, after when I go home, I will pack it back up with stuff, so that way it's packed for the next time I have to go on a trip. This one is medicines, because when you need them, you just hate to go out and run to buy them, right? So I have some Flonase. Oh my gosh, Flonase is the best stuff ever, really. I mean, if you even feel like you're getting congested, a squish of this and you're golden. Okay, and I got some Midol, some Tylenol, stuff like that, some Sudafed, some sinus, all that. So I don't touch this unless I'm traveling, so it just stays in my package of go bags. So first tip, have a plan. Second tip, have these go bags. My third tip, and this literally has revolutionized my life. Like once I started using these, once I found these, the game is changed. I will never not use them, at least until something else comes out. So these are packing cubes, and my favorite brand is eBags, because they just have so many, and they have so many shapes and so many sizes. So I bought a lot of them. I even have them for my family, because when I take the whole family on a trip, they're color coded. Like Sissy has this color, she has light pink, I have hot pink, the guys have like black, green, and orange, right? So it just makes it easy. So let me tell you what I'm talking about. These are eBags, packing cubes, right? And remember I told you about those categories, how I pack my clothes, right? So I have a bag. This bag is evening chill clothes. That's what that's in here. So I've got jeans and I've got tops for chill clothes. Boom. I've got Shoes. All my shoes are in one bag, and I'm gonna talk about how to, you're probably going, you have all your shoes in one bag? Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you how I cut down on the amount of shoes I take on my trip too, so I'm gonna tell you about that. So what I do first, before I even start packing it, is I lay all my cubes out. They coordinate with the categories on my list, right? So I'll have on the floor, I'll have all my categories, and then I start building. So my fourth tip is to color code your wardrobe, or have a color coordinated wardrobe. And by that I mean have like a color scheme for your wardrobe for that week or for that travel. So that way you don't have to take so many shoes, you don't take so many accessories, and it just makes life easy, right? So when I talked about looking at your plan, the first thing you do is look at your plan. And so for me, I have a philosophy that first impressions are lasting impressions. So I'm always going to, on that first event, dress up, right? And so the first thing I always do is figure out, okay, what is my dress up event? What is my first impression event? And so I look on my calendar. In this particular case, I had 3 separate events, meaning 3 separate customers at 3 separate locations. So I needed 3 separate dress up events. Now, normally that meant I would have packed an upscale suit, outfit, 3 of them. But what I decided was, the first one, I know this gentleman, we've known each other, we worked together a lot, so I didn't really need to necessarily impress him. And so he got a dressed up travel outfit, okay? Because I still was gonna be in a new environment and people who didn't know me, so I wanted to present a professional appearance, but I also knew that I didn't necessarily have to dress the nines because, you know, I had already established my business acumen with him, and so that reputation was already there. So that's a big part of planning, right? Like, how are you presenting yourself? What is the brand that you have, right? For me, I tend to wear a lot of black when I'm traveling, and I tend to have like a bold color or a bold print. That's just how I dress, right? And so what I'll do is I'll build a color scheme. And for me, this color scheme was black was my base, red was my color, and then my accent pieces were all some kind of animal print, right? And so like today I had on a snakeskin blouse and skirt and this red top, and this was one of my Impress outfits. I usually dress maybe just a little bit higher, but turn of events, I had to do a whole lot of driving today, so this was comfortable to drive in, and still when I got there and I stepped out of the car, I knew I wasn't gonna have a chance to freshen up or change, I still looked very professional and very presentable, right? And I was comfortable while I was driving too. So, so I say that all to say, when I'm making my plan, I will identify my dress to impress events, and that's what I pack first. I will pull that out. And so for this trip, I had 3 of them, and so I coordinated those outfits based on my color scheme. So I have a dressy dress suit that I will wear at the conference. And then I had this outfit, and I had an outfit yesterday, which was a black, what did I have on? I don't know, a black dress? Yes, I had on a black, I had a long black cotton type skirt and a cardigan-like dressy shirt, if you will. Like this material, but it was black, and it had leopard print here. So for me, I based my outfits around that, and so I knew, and so again, I have an objective, right? Well, I used to have like these crazy outfits, and I'd have like 5. It was a 5-day trip. I had 5 major outfits, and they all required shoes, and then they just got old, because then I'd be like, well, what if my feet hurt and I need shoes? I need a flat pair of shoes and a high heel shoes, and then, you know, so it just got too much. And so I realized, okay, you need some classics, right? And so for my shoes, I tend to wear shoes that I can wear with every outfit, and if I want to accent, I'll have an accent shoe. Like, so I chose the color red. My accent color was red. And so I have a red shoe packed. And all of my outfits, if I want to, I can throw the red shoe on. If I'm in the mood in the morning for the red shoe, I can put the red shoe on, or I can put the black patent leather shoe. So that's how that went. I also have learned from going to many conferences, since I'm talking about shoes, is you know, when they have those exhibit halls and you walk all day, oh my gosh, your feet are just torturous by the end of the day. And so I have a pair of patent leather I don't say dressy shoes, but they're very comfortable. I paid good money for them because they provide comfort, but they still look nice in my outfit, and I can put them on. And I carry them in my purse in an eBag. In eBag, they make this shoe bag. eBag makes this shoe bag, and I will put those shoes, my flats, in my bag that I take with me so that I can put them on. Right now, though, I have my tennis shoes in here. Okay, so I will plan out my outfits, and then I also will make, because I'm trying to condense and be accomplish what I need to accomplish, but yet I'm still trying not to take too much stuff, right? And so my down outfits will also be in the same color scheme, if you will, right? And so again, I said black and animal print and red. And so my play outfits, I've got 3 or 4 play outfits, and they're all some leopard related, right? So I've got like a leopard shirt with a black cardigan top. I have a leopard cardigan with a black undershirt. I have jeans. Jeans are very heavy, so don't take 4 pair of jeans, take 2. If you're gonna have four down nights, I've got 2 pair of jeans, and you know, I can alternate them so that, you know, they can air out, right? A trick, I wanna tell you another trick. A trick with packing your jeans, because what happens is we always forget the belt, right? A trick for packing your jeans is to pack the belt in the actual jean. Takes no more space, but I know my jeans. I know my belt is there, right? Again, I'm still in the same color scheme and plan, and so everything is kind of coordinated. See, and and I have another top. So anyway, hope you get my point. Okay. So this is what I meant by a color scheme. Everything is basically within the same color scheme. My primary color is black, and then my color, if I have a color, is red, and then everything else are animal prints or some kind of print, but they're all the same kind. So it's not like I have orange prints and red prints and purple prints. I have black accented prints, and so it's easy to pack and coordinate. Like I can mix and match these pieces. So like here is a leopard cardigan. These 2 shirts, this black shirt, this shirt here, and that gold shirt and this black shirt can all be worn under my suit and will give a different look. I also have that red cardigan jacket that can be worn with other pieces. So that's what I meant by, if you stay in the same, like I've got a leopard skirt here, I've got a leopard camisole here, I've got a leopard scarf, I've got leopard is inside of my raincoat. On this shirt I've got leopard print on the top. On here I got a leopard scarf that goes with this black shirt. That scarf can also accent that gold shirt. I've got a leopard cardigan, and then just because I love this snakeskin outfit, I brought it my snakeskin outfit. It probably is a little deviation from the color scheme, but it stays within the same mode, right? It was very easy to pack. And then this is my suit. And I can wear any of these shirts with these outfits. I have, I didn't pull them out, but I have like some black flowy pants that are cotton, kind of like this material here, this like flowy material. I also have a short and a long skirt like this flowy material, so I can wear that with that outfit. I can mix and match outfits. And so if by chance I had to stay longer than 5 days, I'm good. I've got evening and daytime all within this same collection. So that's just what I wanted to show you a little in depth more what I meant by color scheme in case you were struggling. Now somebody might say, oh my gosh, that's kind of boring. For me, it's awesome because I like leopard and I can then, my accessories aren't, I don't have to pack a whole lot of accessories, I don't have to pack a whole lot of shoes. and people begin to associate you with something. So like somebody will see me one day and they'll say, the lady with the leopard and the high crown hair. Then the next day they'll see me again and I'll have on a different leopard, but they'll remember that yesterday I had on leopard, but I had on a different leopard. So I'll think, one of her signatures is leopard. So that's the little triggers that you do, especially at networking events where you're trying to meet people and you want to be first and top of mind. Oh, also keep in mind the rules of TSA, right? I have found that if you look organized, I did a little test. If you look organized, they tend not to bother you because they know this person took the time to put everything in these cubes, and they took the time to organize their stuff. I don't think they're trying to break any rules, right? It's just I don't know, psychological, but that's what happens. So I have 2 of these hanging toiletry bags. These are amazing, right? There is so much stuff in here. And another thing I like about them is even if an accident happens, which I have had an accident here, right? They have these things designed so well that nothing leaks out of them. But to be safe, what I do is I pack this up and then I put it inside of like a bag, right? And then I will place this on top. And so when I get to TSA, because this is always in my carry-on, I will pull this out. I pull this bag out. I place the bag in the thing. They look in it. They don't really care. They go, okay, this toiletry is nothing, those 4 ounces. And they sometimes they put it back, sometimes they don't. But then I put this on top of my luggage so that it doesn't get messed up. Now back to planning out your outfits, right? And so if you go with a concerted effort to make a color scheme, then you also don't have to take a whole lot of jewelry because you can interchange your jewelry. So I have a classic set of Tiffany pearls and a Tiffany necklace and a Tiffany bracelet like this, right? And normally I will wear them to the airport. That way I know I'm not gonna get lost because I have them on my body, on my person. This time I left so early in the morning that I forgot them. So, but luckily in my classic kit, I always have I have a pair of a silver set. I have a gold set. So like I have a gold set of earrings with a gold necklace, a signet, like a bold gold necklace. I have a silver set of earrings and like a bold silver necklace piece that I can wear with anything, right? Like I can put it on and then I have like a black pearl set, right? And that's normally the jewelry I pack. Now I love jewelry. I have a ton of jewelry, but when I'm traveling, I don't want to do all that thinking. I just want to look at my thing and be like, boom, I only got 3 options, so that's what I'm wearing, right? Now, I also pack, because I'm a West Pointer and I pack my little pen because I get a lot of these are conversation pens. People come up to me, they want to know what these emblems and symbols mean, right? So that gets packed in there, and that's it. And again, these little bags are just invaluable. And so everything is, I know what's in here. I can just when I get to the hotel, I just lay this on the kitchen, on the sink or wherever I'm dressing, and I know what's in here. My makeup's in here. One of these little bags with my makeup in it. I'm not a big makeup person, so you know, I'm a eyeliner, mascara. I'm an eyeliner, mascara, eyebrows kind of girl, and some lipstick. But these things, again, I get this. This is the Sonia kit, the Sonia Kasich set. Whenever she comes out with them, I pick them up. I love them, especially the black ones. So a little lesson, right? A little quick lesson. Why do I carry all these little things and these organizers? Sometimes people will look in your bag and they make these judgments on you. Right? Like they'll they'll walk by your bag and be like, wow, her stuff bag got a lot of crap in it. And so these bags hide the crap and also help you stay organized. So that way you're not fiddling around when somebody wants something, you're like, oh, what? I got that. And then you go look in your bag in one of these little pouches and get what you need. gotta tell you this. So this is a natural girl tip. Pack my silk pillowcase, right? This is a must for me. It's one of the first things I pack is my silk pillowcase, and I pack my my silk head thing for my hair. It's always one of the very first things I pack. I probably should just leave one in the luggage, right? Because it literally is the first thing. So a lesson learned that I learned this trip, and I just want to share this with you. Packing for 5 days is hard. Even with my concerted effort of being selective on what I packed, my bag was still too heavy. And so what I do to avoid the overage charges is one of the first things I do is whatever airline I am, I figure out how much is to check a second bag, right? And then I just take an empty second bag. I just take it. And if I get there and the lady says, oh, your bag is 60 pounds, I say, well, you know what? I'm gonna step out of line. I'm gonna rearrange my bags. I'm gonna get this other bag out the car, and I'm gonna check a second bag, because it is literally cheaper to check a second bag than it is to pay the overage charges. So my bag was heavy. I'm not gonna tell you how much, but it was heavy. And as a result, she was like, it'll cost you $125 to take the overage. And I said, no. She goes, do you have another bag? I said, I sure do. And so it was only $25 additional to check a second bag. So $50 with peace of mind, or $125 with extra stuff. I had a dilemma. My son says that I always have a struggle story. So I did. I had a struggle story this time. And my struggle story was, again, I had multiple meetings and I needed to be at several locations. And once I put everything in my bag, my work bag, it was too small. And if I had time, I would do what's in my work bag. Maybe that's the second video. And I'm getting tired and hungry right now, so I think I'm gonna stop. But, and so what I resolved to do was I got a bag, like a purse, and then I bought a bigger bag that I could put my purse in, so that way I could have a bag that I carried at the airport, but I also have a bag that I could carry to the conference, because I wasn't gonna carry that big life bag around, but I needed a purse. And then I sneak in another purse. I wear a crossbody under my clothes, and you know, I take it off when I go through the TSA thing, but the first person that screens you, they don't ever see it. And so by the time you get on the thing, you take it on. No one's counting bags at that point. So, okay, I just thought I would share with you some packing tips. I hope you found that useful and helpful, and you'll take heed to trying to be efficient. Again, packing cubes save the day. Go bags for the win, and color schemes really help when you're planning a business travel. So like this video. I know it's not my normal art video, but you know, it's a part of my world. I travel a lot, and in this situation, the only reason why my bag was heavy was because I had brought my art supplies. And another trick, because they don't weigh your carry-on bag, you hear what I'm saying? They do not weigh your carry-on bag. You can make that joker as heavy as you can get it, right? You can make it as heavy as you can get it. And so anything that was heavy for me, I put it in my carry-on bag, right? So like I will put jeans in my carry-on bag. I put my toiletries in my carry-on bag. That's the stuff that weighs a lot, right? I put my tennis shoes in my carry-on bag because again, that's the stuff that weighs a lot. And then you put your other stuff in your other bag because they weigh the other bag. So that's another little lesson learned that I learned. Hope you found.
So real quick, just wanted to show you how convenient these eBags are. I literally take them out of the bag, out of my luggage, put them in here, and then throughout the week, I know where everything is. So like, you know, workout underwear, bras, night clothes, you know, work clothes, workout clothes. They're just all here. I can just go in this bag, get what I need, put this back in there, and I'm organized. I'm not living out of a suitcase, making a mess. Again, packing cubes for the win.
What are some of your tips? Because you know, I'm not the only one out there. One of my girlfriends saved the day and told me about I needed to get a life bag, and so she helped me with my bag drama, my purse carry-on bag drama. So if you have some more tips like this that you find useful and helpful, please go ahead and leave a comment. We would love to learn from you as well. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.